Hello, and welcome to Sovereign Systems Big Data Accelerator overview of SAP Lumira. SAP Lumira is a desktop application that's designed to make it easy to acquire, visualize, and share data. Let's take a quick look at the interface. As with most applications, there's a menu bar at the top of the screen that is available on every page, which lets us access the core features for the application grouped into File, Edit, View, Data, and Help menus. The document browser on the side enables quick access to the different types of items we can create, a link to SAP Lumira Cloud, and a list of the connections between documents and data sources. In the middle of the home page, there are also links to sample starter packs, communities, learning materials, and contacts. Using the File menu, we can open the Preferences dialog box to change global settings for viewing data, charting, enriching data sets, automating software updates, defining network connections, installing SQL drivers, and enabling GeoMap services through Esri. My Items displays a list of all SAP Lumira documents, visualizations, datasets, and stories, with icons, labels, and subgroups to help distinguish between the different types. The Find Text box at the top of the page lets us search for specific items by name. We can create new documents from here as well. Once we open a document, the Prepare, Visualize, Compose, and Share buttons allow us to toggle between the different workspaces. The status bar at the bottom of the page is visible in all workspaces and displays details about the dataset such as name, number of rows and columns, and last refreshed date and time. We can also submit feedback about SAP Lumira from here. The Prepare workspace is where we edit and cleanse the data in our datasets. The toolbar for the Prepare workspace provides access to common commands such as toggling between datasets in a document, switching between grid and facet modes, showing and hiding columns, creating calculated dimensions and measures, merging and appending records, refreshing values, undoing or redoing steps, and deleting and creating datasets. The Object Picker panel organizes the types of data available in our datasets into measures and dimensions. If necessary, we can search for specific items by name. Each measure and dimension in the Object Picker panel also has a menu of additional commands. The values from the dataset display in the main window in either grid or facet format, with icons in the column or facet headers to indicate the data types. ABC for strings, 1, 2, 3 for numbers, calendar for dates, globes for geographical hierarchies, and clocks for time hierarchies. There are also menus in each column or facet header that let us perform additional commands for each measure or dimension. The sidebar contains tools that we can use to manipulate the data in any selected column, such as replacing values, changing case, and trimming leading and trailing spaces. In the Visualize workspace, we can build visualizations to render the values in our datasets in more meaningful ways so that outliers, trends, and other insights are easier to spot. The Visualize workspace includes the same Object Picker panel as in the Prepare workspace, so we have access to all of the measures and dimensions in the dataset. The toolbar at the top of the Object Picker panel enables us to display the Object Picker as a list of measures dimensions on the side, or as a set of facets along the top of the chart body. The gallery pane includes a chart switcher that lets us choose from a wide range of chart families and a chart feeder into which we can drag and drop objects from the object picker pane to build our visualizations. The dataset for the visualization is displayed at the top of the page, along with a menu for changing chart options such as displaying data labels or a legend, and a button that enables us to switch to full screen mode. Another pane displays any filters that we've added to the visualization, which we can modify or delete. The chart body displays a visualization of the objects added to the chart feeder. Once the visualization is created, it's automatically saved as a thumbnail in the chart gallery at the bottom of the window. From here, we can create a new visualization, which resets the chart feeder. If we need assistance to get started creating our visualization, we can use the toolbar at the top of the gallery pane to display the related visualizations, which are suggested combinations of measures and dimensions in our data set and specific chart types. From that jumping off point, we can swap out measures and dimensions and change types as desired. In the Compose workspace, we can group our visualizations into storyboards to organize the data in meaningful ways. The Compose toolbar provides access to common commands such as toggling between stories, previewing the story, and deleting or creating stories. The chart gallery displays thumbnails of visualizations that we can add to a board. We can also add text, pictures, and input controls to our charts. To create a board, we add visualizations, URLs, and text objects we want to the board creation zone. Page controls at the bottom of the zone enable us to navigate back and forth between multiple boards within a story and delete and add boards. The Story Options pane lets us format the different elements in our story. The available options change depending upon which element is selected. In the Share workspace, we can share and collaborate on our dataset, stories, and visualizations. The Share toolbar allows us to launch all of the available sharing options for the selected object. The options vary depending upon whether a dataset, story, or visualization is selected. Dataset, stories, and visualizations within the document are displayed in the main area of the window where we can click to select one or more. We can also search for specific items by name. We can log into the SAP Cloud from the side panel to store and share datasets and visualizations in the cloud. The Connections page displays all available data sources and their associated documents. We've now reviewed the interface.